week, and the lyrics will be up on the screen. This is called One in Unity by Gary Lynn Floyd. So once you catch on to the melody, please sing along with us. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are one, we are in unity, we are a loving, inclusive community. We are grateful, everyone is welcome here. We spread our love into the world. We are one, we are in unity. We are a loving, inclusive community. We are grateful, everyone is welcome here. We spread our love into the world. We are one in unity. We are one. We are one. We are one in unity. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are in unity. We are a loving, inclusive community. We are grateful. Everyone is welcome here. We spread our love into the world. We are one in unity. We are one. We are one. We are one in unity. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are in unity. We are a loving, inclusive community. We are grateful. Everyone is welcome here. We spread our love into the world. We spread our joy into the world. We spread our peace into the world. We spread our love into the world.
Thank you. Cool song. Such great words to that song. I love Gary Lynn Floyd. We're going to sing more of him, I think today. Or maybe next week.
I think that's the only one today.
Is that the only one today? Okay. Anyway, I love him. Thank you both. Thank you all three. Welcome, everybody. My name is Reverend Lea Alvarado. So glad that you have joined us this evening and braved the cold to come to our service. And some of you are at home safe and sound and nice and warm. Welcome to you as well. Lonnie Hickman is our prayer partner today. That means that she's holding all of us in consciousness and holding us in prayer. If there's something heavy on your heart, just bring that into your awareness, and she will wrap you in a big energetic hug. And she'll be available for prayer afterwards, as well as Joni McMenamin from Mile High. Our guest practitioner will be available as well if you need prayer after the service. We are an inclusive community, and we honor all faith traditions, all paths to the divine. Wherever you are in your journey, you are welcome here. And each week, we are going to I'm going to focus on a principle that you can actually apply and take out into your life, because we believe that as you change your thoughts, as you change your beliefs, you change your life. So let's together say our mission and our vision. Starting with our mission, we are an inclusive community inspiring personal growth, spiritual practice, and a positive way of life. And our vision, to awaken humanity, revealing a world that works for everyone. All right, we are good there. Okay, I'm going to skip right through that slide. No kiddos today. They're staying at home and nice and warm. All right, announcements. We have a few announcements. Marie's going to share them.
We do. I could be the kids today, too. Do we want to have a kids program? I'm happy to do that, Brooke. Okay. Announcements. We have some great events coming up. We have our outreach for January. Every month, we partner with a different nonprofit, and a percentage of our tithes, or your tithes, go to support our organization that we're supporting. And this month, it is the Animal Friends Alliance. There they are. The Animal Friends Alliance. Look at them. They're so darn cute.
They are cute.
My gosh. Anyway, they provide adoption services and a spay-neuter clinic to help local pet owners access preventative health. And they also provide a pet food pantry for people who are having a little bit of a challenge in their financial life. So we're very happy to be supporting them, and gosh, they're cute.
Yes, they are.
Reverend Kelly Robbins, next Sunday we have a guest speaker. Reverend Kelly Robbins is, her talk will be Sacred Intent. It does say it there. Sacred Intent. She will talk about how to remember the sacredness of life and how to stay focused on that, our sacred intent every day. Every day. Every day.
Yes, every day.
That's what this is for. This is for every day.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't happen. Now I'm off topic, but this doesn't happen today from 5 to 6 o'clock. It happens from 6 o'clock tonight when you leave until 5 o'clock next week when you come back. That's when this is all happening. Okay.
Just so we're clear.
Just so you know, food for, and if that made you hungry, food for new thought. Join us for our next Food for New Thought dinner hosted by Chuck Bloser. It's a Chinese New Year themed dinner, which is very exciting. We haven't done one of those yet. He'll be serving homemade Chinese food. Don't miss this special event. It's a great time to gather and connect with people and get to know people in a more personal setting. $40 per person. All the proceeds go to CSL NOCO. That's us.
All right.
Meditation. Did you know? You didn't know there was going to be a test tonight, did you? Because there's a test tonight. Did you know that each Sunday prior to service at 4:30, we offer a 15-minute guided meditation led by our practitioners? That's today's test. Now you know. Join us for some quiet time before service. We meet on the other side of the courtyard in the Triple RE building. Mm-hmm. Every Sunday we gather together to share a meal. Tonight we'll be going out to dinner at a local restaurant. If you're interested in going to that as yet unnamed local restaurant, meet out at the welcome table out front and you can join us. Everything else, hold up. QR code, love my QR code. You can scan the QR code, it'll go to our website, or you can go to www.cslnoco.org and find out anything else that wasn't in my announcements. That's it.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody. So we're going to slow down, move into our heart, drop into the silence. I'm going to start with a singing bowl and just allow the vibration of it to just wash over you, and then we'll move into a chant.
Resides in me. All I need resides in me. All I need resides in me. All I need resides in me. I am whole. I am whole. I am whole. I am whole. Once more. I am whole. I am whole. I am whole. I am whole.
And so just taking a moment, closing your eyes if you're comfortable as we move into an opening prayer. And so in this moment, in this space, in this time, we recognize that there is one life, one God, one Spirit, called by many names. And we know that that presence and that light and that life is present here. It is the ground upon which we stand. It is above us. It isn't to either side of us. It is all around us. It has guided us here to this evening, this space, this time. And how beautiful it is to know that that energy and that light is supporting each one of us on our spiritual path. Whatever challenges we are facing, whatever difficulties we are moving through, I am knowing that this presence is right there beside our side and guided us here this evening to support us on that journey. And so I'm grateful for that presence. I'm grateful for the light and the love and the peace that is here, the presence that is here. And so with great gratitude for all that is unfolding for our journeys, we release this. We allow it to be. We surrender it. We hand it over with great gratitude. And we simply say, and so it is.
All right, well, but before we do our featured song, I want to introduce my friend Lance Ruby, who's joining us on guitar. Welcome, Lance. Yay! So I've known Lance for a while because we went to grad school together. So we got our masters at the same time and both studied jazz. So yeah. And I'm really happy to have him here playing. The first song we're going to do today is a song by Sam Cooke. I'm sure many of you have heard it before. It's a classic. And the reason we chose this is because Reverend Lea's talk today is going to include Martin Luther King Jr. And of course, you know, tomorrow is the holiday. So the message of this song that I love is believing in change, even if it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like that river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown, and someone keeps telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there's been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. And he winds up, oh, he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there's been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Ooh.
Wow, we got to sing more Sam Cooke songs or something. That was amazing. You two are amazing. Thank you. Wow, so special. So this year's theme is Grand Rising, and this month's theme is Grand Rising. And I talked a little bit about that last week, and what an opportunity it is for us to rise up, yeah? And that song was just so perfect, so perfect. And today it's a new day. It's a new day. So, you know, Monday marks Martin Luther King Jr. Day, holiday, and we know that he fought for the equal treatment of all people. He believed in fostering unity. He was committed to bringing social change and using nonviolent resistance. He learned that from Gandhi. Although he and Gandhi never met, Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence really inspired him. Martin Luther King was inspired to believe that something else was possible, that something else was possible for humanity and for the world. And he did it through various acts. He did sit-ins, he did marches, he did protests, he gave speeches, yeah? He was arrested 29 times, and yet he didn't give up. He was committed to end racial segregation and discrimination and to unite all people as one family. And he inspired millions of people across the United States and the world. If he were alive today, he'd have a lot to say. Yeah? Wouldn't that be amazing if he was still alive today? But he'd have a lot to say about what is going on in our world. And the unfortunate fact, that there is still so much hate on our planet. Since the start of the Israel-Hamas war, over 2,000 anti-Semitic incidents have taken place nationwide. Over 2,000. And there have been reported incidents of anti-Arab, anti-Muslim incidents also across the U.S. And not only that, but in the last few years, there have been many states across the U.S. who have pushed forward an unprecedented volume of legislation against the LGBTQ community, particularly transgender youth. Just last year alone, the ACLU tracked 510 anti-LGBTQ bills, just last year alone. So let's just all take a breath. That's a lot. That's a lot. In some ways, it feels as though we have made no difference, no change. It's easy to look at what's happening in the world and to lose hope. It sometimes feels as though our society is taking a few steps forward and then 10 steps backwards. Maybe even 50 steps backwards. Sometimes it feels that way, doesn't it? Just like our own individual journeys, our own spiritual path, sometimes it feels like there's no movement, no change, no growth as we revert back to those old ways of being, to those old ways of seeing and behaving. But as I said last week, there is growth happening. Growth is happening, whether we feel it or recognize it or not. It may not be by leaps and bounds, but it is happening. Because it is our nature to evolve. It is our nature to grow. And the same is true for the collective. It may look chaotic. It may look destructive. It may even look horrifying at times. But just like our own path, sometimes we have to be taken to our knees in order for there to be change, in order for people to wake up. And those parts of ourselves that we have been hiding away, that have been hidden, then come to the surface to heal. And sometimes that's not very pretty. All that is in opposition to the divine, all that is in opposition to divine love must come. It must come to the surface to be healed. And that is what's happening. When we witness what's happening in the world, that is exactly what's happening. As we witness war and violence and hatred, it's a reflection of what still remains within us that is unhealed. What we see and witness in the world is a reflection of what we are holding within ourselves. As spiritual beings, it's important for us to look at our own prejudices and our own judgments and our own feelings of superiority and be willing to own those parts of ourselves, even if it's hard, even if we don't want to. When we focus on the differences of others, we put ourselves into a position of being superior or inferior. We have the tendency to judge what we don't understand, that which is different from us. We have trained ourselves so well to judge, to place someone higher or lower. And we need to be honest with ourselves about how often we do that and not hide behind spirituality and say, well, I'm so spiritual, I never put myself above anybody else. Most of us feel inferior rather than superior, but I suspect if you've thought about it, if you reflected on it, you would see that, oh, you know what? I actually do that more than I thought I was. Anytime we judge anyone or anything, we are placing ourselves in a position of superiority. So it's time. It's a new day. It's time to heal those parts of ourselves. Those parts that feel different. Those parts that feel separate. Those parts that feel superior or inferior. You know, this was something that Jesus was really good at, Yeshua. He was really, really good at this and being able to see and know that everyone was his equal. He used to invite everyone to come and sit with him to eat. Those who were outcast, those who were different, those whom for others, they did not want anything to do with them. And he said, come join me, come sit at my table. In his eyes, they were no different from anybody else. And it's because he knew that they were a child of God. Like Yeshua, Martin Luther King was also a teacher of love. Ultimately, that was his message. Was to love one another. He often spoke about agape love, which is defined as selfless, unconditional love, goodwill towards all people, and not expecting anything in return. He said that when you love at this level, you begin to love others not because they are likable, but because they are a child of God. Not because they are doing the right thing, but because they are a child of the one. They are a child of God. And so he said, love those who do the evil deeds. Love them. That's what agape love is all about. And he said this about love. Love is the greatest force in the universe. It is the heartbeat of the moral cosmos. He who loves is a participant in the being of God. He knew that if we could love others unconditionally, that we would be expressing as God does. That we would be expressing as Yeshua did. To express that agape love, we first have to look closely at all of the places and the spaces within ourselves where we judge, where we compare, where we feel less than. We can't unite as one until we see everyone as equal, until we see all of us as equal. So part of our work as spiritual beings is to become aware of that. To become aware that we are not any better than anyone else, and no one else is any better than us. No one is less than, and no one is better than. We are all part of one human family. So our work is to practice that, to practice seeing that, to practice feeling that, to practice knowing that, to practice recognizing that we actually have more in common than not. And to see a future that is filled with hope and possibility. We can't change the past. We can't fix it. We can't change what happened yesterday or the day before or a decade ago or 50 years ago. We can only move forward. We spend a lot of time ruminating on our past, what should have been done, what could have been done, the things that we wish would have gone differently, choices we wish we would have made differently. We do this individually, and as a nation, we do this. But this is a new day. This is a new year. This is a new time. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech was a declaration of what was possible, of what the future could be, of what he saw it could be. He and so many people of color faced incredible hatred and injustice, but he kept focusing on what was possible. He focused on love and peace and equality for all. He held that vision no matter what. I want to read an excerpt from his I Have a Dream speech. And as I read these words, I invite you to feel the energy behind the words, to feel his clear intention and his vision, and the faith, the deep faith that he had in humanity. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. We must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force. We cannot turn back. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. We have a ways to go as a nation to experience the freedom that Martin Luther King talked about. It's easy to feel resigned. It's easy to give up hope. It's easy to say, you know what, life is never going to change. The nation's not going to change. Our politics are never going to change. The hate is not going to change. But it's a new day. It's a new year. It's a new time. And so we can choose to either drink from the cup of bitterness and hatred, or we can choose something new. That's the good news. I talked last week about how we have a choice in the matter. We can choose to see things in a new way. We can choose to respond in a new way. When we notice, when we are feeling hopeless, when we are feeling resigned, there's that feeling again. Let me surround that with that agape love. Let me surround that with light as I witness what's happening on the other side of the world, as I witness the hate that is happening in this nation against Jews and Palestinians. Let me surround all of it with this agape love. Rabbi Harold Kushner said this: "Let the fog burn away so that we can see each other clearly, so that we can see beyond labels, beyond accents, gender, or skin color. Let the warmth and rightness of the sun melt our selfishness, and let the light of the sun be so strong that we will see all people as our neighbors." We are different, yes. We are different in our beliefs and our practices. We are different in many ways. And yet, we are also all the same. We are all children of God. We all are part of one human family. How can we as spiritual beings make a difference in this world? How can we create a society where people feel seen, where people feel heard, where people feel accepted? where the focus is on agape love. And it begins with each one of us. So I want you to take a moment and think, what is mine to do? What can I do? Now, some of you may want to stand on the front lines and fight, and that's okay. Others of you may want to sit in prayer. But the work that we can do is to work on ourselves, is to work on our own prejudices, is to work on our own judgments, is to work on those parts and places and spaces within ourselves where we feel superior, where we feel inferior. Yeshua said, "You will do what I have done and more." He too believed in the power of love to transform. We think that love isn't enough. We think that love is passive, that somehow we need to do more than that, but it is the most powerful vibration that exists. We underestimate this powerful force and what it can do. The good news is that we have that within us, and we can call on it at any moment to melt away the parts of ourselves that are in judgment, that are feeling superior or inferior. Valerie Carr said this: "Revolutions do not happen only in grand moments in public view, but also in small pockets of people coming together to inhabit a new way of being. We birth the beloved community by becoming the beloved community." It is a new day. It is a new year. It is a new time. So let's choose to contribute to the awakening of the planet. Are you excited about that? Some of you are looking at me like, I'm really depressed now. Leah just made me really depressed. No, let's get excited about actually participating in the awakening of this magnificent planet that we are on. Thank you. Yes, I just spit all over my slide thing here. Thank you. Yes. It is exciting. And yes, it feels hopeless at times. And because we're human, we're going to feel that from time to time. But we can do something. We can be that agape love. We can shine our light bigger. We can walk out into the day, wherever we go throughout the day, and shine it and notice, God, I'm feeling inferior right now. I'm feeling less than. God, there I go. I'm in judgment again. Just by having that awareness, that's huge. And then you make a different choice. I'm going to let that thought go, and I'm going to drop into my heart and express that love and that light. So let's choose to awaken the planet. Let's choose to be that agape love. Let's choose to hold the vision that Martin Luther King had so long ago. None of us are free until all of us are free. Until every single person on this planet is free. Let's choose to create a society where we are all equal, where we are all free. Reverend Scott Aubrey said this: "At the core of us all, there is a universal energy. As we embrace this truth, we say yes to the invitation of a new day that allows the spiritual qualities of unity, equality, and justice to rise into the collective consciousness of humankind." So let's all know together this week, as you go out into your life, that it is indeed a new day. It's a new year. It's a new time. Let's hold Martin Luther King's vision of equality for all, freedom and justice and agape love. Let's be willing to stay awake, to examine our own prejudices and those parts of ourselves that wants to stay in hopelessness, that wants to stay in judgment, and to make a conscious choice to release them and to heal those parts of ourselves that aren't in alignment with that divine presence of spirit. So I want to close today with a meditation and a prayer. I want to walk us through Okay, here we go. Yes? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brian. All right, everybody. So if you're comfortable, I just invite you to taking a breath. Feel right now as though you are holding hands with not only everyone in this space, but that you're holding everyone's hand across this beautiful planet of ours. Feel the energy in the palms of your hands. Feel that love as it moves down your heart and your arms, and as it radiates from your hand. Feel that energy going out to that person next to you that you are holding hands with. And just imagine and see every person across this planet. See them holding hands and sharing this agape love. See a ribbon of light connecting each heart, flowing from one heart to another, going all around the entire planet. See the planet radiant with this light and with this love, pulsating with this divine energy. Together we share the dream to unite as one human family and to be a light to those who are suffering, to those who are in pain, to those who are filled with hate, to those who feel separate. We share our light with the intention of unifying our desire to transform and heal the entire human race. May our shared intention help to repair the pain that has been felt in our country and to see a path to transformation. May we become the beloved community as a collective. Let's choose to be that beloved community for all. And so may the soul of every being be touched by this agape love. And may it lead to a more compassionate, hopeful, joyous, and just community and world. May all those who are the victims of hate and those who are the perpetrators of hate, we know that this agape love surrounds them and holds them, transforming that energy within them, transforming our communities, transforming our nation, transforming the world. And so we see that light and we feel that light from our heart radiating out, touching all beings, enveloping, surrounding, holding. We just know that every person, every being is receiving exactly what it is that they need right now. The love from each one of us is going out and it is shining forth and it is transforming. It is healing. And so may we live in a world where all are equal, where all are free. And so with great gratitude for all that is unfolding, we trust, we surrender, we allow the divine, we allow Spirit to do its work through us. And so as we go out into this week, I am knowing that we are remembering the truth of who we are, that we are remembering that we are that agape love, and choosing to be that presence for every person, every being we come into contact with. And so with great gratitude for this moment of remembering who we are and what is possible for the world, we let this go, we allow it to be, and together we say, and so it is.
Chaos coming around again, spinning so fast. Can't see clear what the future brings, got no crystal ball. Overwhelmed by so many things and feeling so small. My arms may not be strong, but I keep holding. Even when my doubts say to give up the fight, even when the clouds turn the day into night, I know the sun's still shining when I can't see the light. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. Times I'm facing a brick wall, blinding my view. I won't wait on a miracle, I've got to break through. I'll be the change that I want to see, starting with me. I'm just one drop in the ocean, but my love is deep. My arms may not be strong, but I keep holding on. Even when my doubts say to give up the fight, even when the clouds turn the day into night, I know the sun's still shining when I can't see the light. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, yeah, things gonna be the clouds turn the day into night. I know the sun's still shining when I can't see the light. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. All right, I ask our ushers to come forward. So it's a time in our service. If there was something that touched you this night, if there was something that moved you, inspired you, we just ask that you give, and knowing that as you give, you receive, according to the law of circulation, which we believe in. And so let's take your offering or your whatever it is that you are sharing with us tonight and placing it over your heart, and let's say our offering affirmation together. This gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all it touches. Freely I give and joyfully I receive. Thank you, everyone.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. One more time. Yes, I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so we just know that all that is moving into this community, we just know that it is blessing us, and it is such a blessing, helping us to move forward with grace, with ease, and with great joy. And so it is. Thank you all. All right, is there anybody here for the first time? Anybody here for the first time? I don't think so. Yeah, those online, if there's anybody here, welcome. Welcome, so glad that you're with us. All right. If you need spiritual prayer support after service, our practitioners will be standing up here. So if there is something heavy on your heart that you would like prayer for, they are here for you. Also know that there are prayer requests in the back of the room on the round table with the blue tablecloth. If you'd like to write your prayer request, we will take it home and pray on that all week for you. So know that that is also available. And if you're online, if you go to our website, cslnoco.org, you will see a section there where you can also request your prayers. We're happy to do that for you. Yeah. Okay. So let's all stand for our closing benediction and our closing song. We have a new song we're going to do for you today, but let's all say this together. May we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. May we be healed, and may we be a source of healing for all beings. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is all there is.
Spirit, know my name. Call me home. Light these darkened days. Oh, Spirit, show your truth in all we Let love be our legacy.